Have you ever felt like you knew something deep in your bones but couldn't explain how you knew it? As if there were wisdom and emotion or memory living inside of you from maybe another time, another place, another version of you? That's not your imagination. That's your soul memory stirring. And this month, the angel of the subconscious is inviting you to awaken that inner knowing, that sacred blueprint of who you truly are.
This space honors all paths of connection, healing, and family, grounding ourselves in sacred teachings as we are anchored in ancient roots, ready to rise from the soil of our past. I'm Irene Stupski, here to guide you through stories, insights, and spiritual practices that will help you heal and rediscover your true belonging.
Hi, I'm Irene Stupski. I'm a certified life coach, and today's episode is one of the most important that we've ever done. Because today, we're going deep into the realm of the subconscious mindset, the whispers of soul memory, and the unseen angelic guidance that's been with you all along. This is not surface work. This is next level remembering. This is sacred. So let's open the circle together by taking a deep breath and a beautiful cleansing exhale out as we rub our hands together to activate your hand chakras, which are connected directly to your heart chakra. As we take another deep breath in and we place our hands over our heart and exhale. And we breathe into the wisdom of all you've ever been and all that you are becoming. Now let's talk. Let's talk about the subconscious. Your subconscious mind is like an underground river. It holds not just childhood memories, but ancestral imprints, past life echoes, emotional patterns, energetic codes, and soul truths. And it's not random, it's precise, it's intentional. It's the gateway to your soul's memory. And when you begin to work with the angel of the subconscious, you begin to unearth the parts of yourself that have been buried or sleeping. Not because you're broken, but because the time wasn't right for you to remember. Years ago, I was going through a dark season of personal unraveling filled with anxiety and depression and confusion about who I really was. I was a stay-at-home mom, and I dabbled in a lot of home-based businesses, trying to light this inner fire I could feel but couldn't name. I didn't know I was on the verge of awakening. I just knew something had to shift, and I felt it. And that's when I heard the angels whisper, "There's more. Follow us. We'll light the way." And I did. I followed the breadcrumbs, and one of them led me to start a handbag business. Yes, handbags, if you haven't heard that story before. I know it may not sound very spiritual, but here's the thing. Each bag had an angel attached to it, and each bag was a symbol of something much bigger. It was soul memory speaking through my hands, through my creativity, through the dream I had since childhood of becoming a designer. That was one of my first real awakenings. The moment I realized that spiritual signs don't always come wrapped in feathers and bows and prayers. Sometimes they come in thread and fabric and dreams. And that's what I want you to know today. The subconscious holds your soul's memories, and it will reveal your truth in ways you might not expect. That handbag business was the beginning. It showed me how the angels work through us to guide us toward healing, toward creativity, toward remembering who we've always been. And it continues to this day. A few years later, I was reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and something hit me like lightning. In the book, he talks about the unseen forces that guide us and how the subconscious mind connects with infinite intelligence. I knew in that moment he was talking about angels. And that's when the big download came. It was a massive, overwhelming influx of divine information that I couldn't even process. And I knew it wasn't meant for me to understand all at once. It was sacred, and it would be revealed piece by piece. That's how the Divine Angelic Guidance Card Deck was born last year, layer by layer, frequency by frequency, laying the breadcrumbs of a new archetype of angels. not the ones you hear about in every book. These angels, they're different. They are the messengers of a new old light. They carry codes and frequencies and imprints that speak directly to your subconscious, and they help awaken your soul memory. Because here's some truth. Your soul doesn't have barriers. Your soul is not wounded. Your soul is not lost. Your soul is not confused. It is radiant, limitless, and whole. And the only barriers are our human ones: fear, ego, identity, and trauma. That's why the angel of subconscious is so vital. This angel helps bridge the gap between your humanness and your divinity, and between what you've been told and what you've always known, or between forgetting and full remembrance. Well, I'll tell you something else. I've been in this work for over 15 years. I've taught meditation, I've created oracle decks, and I've mentored other light workers and written books on angels and soul awakening. And even still, the subconscious catches me off guard. I've had spiritual breakdowns, if you didn't listen to the last episode. I've collapsed in my kitchen. I've called bullshit on all of it, the angels, mindset, healing, you name it. I've doubted, I've raged, I've cried, but every time I rise, and I rise with more wisdom than before, because the subconscious was never the enemy. It was the messenger. The angel of the subconscious was simply showing me the parts of myself that were ready to be seen, the parts I had hidden, and the parts I was finally strong enough to reclaim. So that's what makes this real for you. Here are 3 ways to start awakening your subconscious and soul memory today. 1, start each day with a simple check-in. Ask, what part of me needs remembering today? Pause, listen, let the answer rise from within. 2, trust emotional echoes. When you feel something big, grief, longing, joy, that doesn't match your outer life, ask, is this a soul memory surfacing? Let your emotions be sacred messages. And 3, ground and journal. Go outside, place your hands on the earth, let your body settle, and then write by using a prompt like, what do you want me to remember? What has my mind forgotten? Let your hand move freely as you write. Don't edit, just receive. Because when you stop trying to control the healing process and start listening to the whispers, everything changes. The spiritual truths, the past life echoes, the ancestral memories, the angelic messages, they don't need to be figured out. They just need to be felt. That's the path of the soul. And it's why we do this work and why we do it together. So before we close, I want you to remember this. Your angels, they're not outside of you. They are within you. Their light is your light. Their voice is your knowing. And your subconscious holds the map. So close your eyes in this moment and place your hands over your heart as you breathe into that beautiful, deep, eternal remembering and whisper to yourself, I trust the memories of my soul. I welcome the wisdom within. I am always divinely connected. Let that truth settle into your body. Let it guide your next step. And if this episode stirred something within you, congratulations. That little nudge, that remembering, it's inviting you to nourish it. So sign up for my free weekly spiritual practice if you want more of these at michelleirene.com, or maybe you are ready to join me inside the brand new groundbreaking Back to Me gathering. It's a monthly sacred circle for remembering your light and reconnecting with your true soul and your beautiful conscious awareness, bringing it to the surface as your angels and ancestors and your soul are always guiding you. You're never alone. So until next time, walk in your light, trust those whispers that are coming through, and remember this, your soul, it already knows the way. And so it is.